My name is Eric Small. I'm the founder and owner-operator of EES Design LLC. We're a company that specializes in fine art metal fabrication. Over the past few years, we've been able to bring on people of multiple talents, and when everybody's talents come together here, we're able to make some spectacular, monumental art pieces. We currently have 11 people working at EES, people that specialize in CAD, SolidWorks modeling, people that specialize in machine operation, CNC machine operation, metal forming, people that have been doing it for 50 plus years. We have some 270 plus year old people here that have all the experience, a lifetime of experience in metal fabrication. We have welders, talented welders. Coral Gables, the Passiflora sculpture. This project to date is the largest project that I've done through EES, and it's a very complex project. It's an awesome project. When I first saw the plans for it, I was blown away. And there's so many different processes involved, from the machining of every single corona rod to the cutting and forming of every leaf, the complex welds of the hardened stainless steel structure to the knuckles, where there's over 100 passes of weld on each connection. Each weld has to be ground out, cleaned, and then re-welded, and over again over 100 times. I mean, there was so much involved in this project, and everything from the modeling of it in the computer through the process of creating the shop drawings and the cutting and the machining, all the way to the finish work. We had one company in South Florida, the only company that could do the paint job on this piece, just because it was so complex and bright and fades, and things had to be masked off and blended, and with powder coat, that's a pretty difficult thing to do. This project positively influenced over 66 companies in South Florida. Everybody from the material suppliers to the consumable suppliers for our welding supply, argon, welding rod, electricity bill, our rent, everybody who works for the company, their families, their mortgages, their bills, the powder coat company, the company that supplies the router bits in Central Florida for our router that did all the 3D machining, which that there was an impressive feat. It was one of the first projects we did three-dimensional cutting on a router. Ideally, if we had a year to do it, that would have been fantastic. But unfortunately, there was a lot of engineering that went into this project, because due to the high wind loads of a hurricane, luckily we haven't had a strong one in quite a long time, but I'm sure Florida's due for one again. And this piece had to withstand 175 mile-an-hour winds. And the engineering process took quite a bit of time just to get it approved, and we had to re-engineer the legs. The legs had to be a special ordered stainless steel, hardened stainless steel that's used on boats. January we got started on the molds for all the spinning, the covers. We didn't really start on this project until February. We didn't really get the final okay until February. So from February, we had, I think at the time, I had close to 17 people on payroll, and we were all working 10, 12-hour days. And we had, our original deadline was April 15th. And when we got started in February and we got into March and we made our material order for all the stainless, and we didn't see the material coming until the end of March, we had to tell everybody April is not going to happen. We continued to work as hard as possible, and we finished at the end of August, I believe. And from February to August, that's 6-7 months of hard labor and creative thinking to get the project done. A lot of jigs, thinking outside the box to figure out how to make these organic shapes come to life in metal. For example, the organic shapes on the end of the flowers, the staffs, we went from the idea of 3D printing a mold and then casting it, and then we thought of just sculpting it by hand, and then the final conclusion, which ended up being the best, was to program our CNC router to mill these things out three-dimensionally out of solid aluminum, and it came out perfect. I personally, and on behalf of the EES team, would like to thank the City of Coral Gables for giving us the opportunity to create such a magnificent art piece. It's absolutely spectacular. From the beginning to the end, the whole process was an amazing process to see this thing come to life. And I hope to be a part of future installations with the City of Coral Gables. Thank you very much. EES.